Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm here to do my 50,000 subscriber giveaway. So yeah, I mean, so excited to even say that number just feels like completely bizarre. Yeah, it's just an incredible number, and I know I've said this to you guys so many times, but I can't thank you enough. Honestly, you have changed my life, and you know, you've changed my life now for several years, and in so many different ways I can't tell you. So yeah, thank you so much. I mean, honestly, when I started my channel, I mean, I didn't even think I would get to 1,000 subscribers. So I mean, 50,000 is like, whoa, that's amazing. So, and of course it's all thanks to you. So yeah, thank you so much. So to celebrate my that milestone, I'm giving away 3 different prizes. 3 obviously, so that, you know, hopefully, yeah, 3 more of you can then enjoy them. They're, I think, of similar value enjoyment wise, you know, so they're not going to be in any particular order. I mean, yeah, they're all hopefully going to be something that, you know, definitely I would be thrilled to receive as a giveaway prize. So in no particular order, I'm just going to run over what the prizes are, and then of course I'll give you the criteria for entering. So we've got this. Now this is the Victorian Wildflowers photograph album. If you watch my channel, you know, you may recall I had some of these Victorian photograph albums. They were in a larger size, but I did also show that I had got another one of these in a smaller size, and I loved the smaller one so much. Yes, I am now hoarding the smaller one, but I then discovered another smaller one just a few weeks back. And so I was hanging on to it, and, you know, at that point, I didn't think I was kind of anywhere near my 50,000 subscriber, you know, sort of milestone. But, yep, that's come around, and so I thought, well, you know, it's a beautiful, beautiful book, and something that I would definitely, you know, I would love to use and love to receive. But I do have another one. It's different flowers. This one's wildflowers. I can't remember what the other one is, but anyway, so very similar but slightly different to the other one. So yes, this is one of the prizes. Now obviously, if you're looking at this book thinking, you know, what would I do with this, I do have a little series. I think there were, I don't know, 7 episodes or something like that, where we made a journal using one of the Victorian albums. So, you know, you may want to check that out. You know, if you won this and you didn't have any ideas, or if you didn't win this and you thought you would look these up and buy yourself one of these books, or maybe you've got one of these books, who knows. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful book. And I had such a lovely time making the journal, you know, from this book. So, or, you know, from the similar book. So that's one prize. Then another one is, I've got one of my larger kits here. Now I'm just going to give you a quick overview of what's in it. I don't want to spend kind of too much time, but it comes bound with some ribbon. So you've got the ribbon that you could use, and then you've got various different elements. So you've got a smaller pouch containing kind of tiny bits and pieces that you would then incorporate into your journals. You've got just a little scrappy piece there. You've got here, you know, one of my like ribbon banners with a wax seal. You've got here one of those labels with a stamped piece over it and a flower. I think I've got that upside down. And then you've got one of my, you know, junk journal flowers there. You've got a little ribbon banner there with some velvet ribbon just kind of folded over, and a little bow. So they're kind of all just decorative items, you know, that you would kind of use on a page. Obviously, you could use the pouch itself. This is just from my Bee's Knees kit, but you could use the pouch itself to obviously, yeah, you know, deconstruct it and use it. You've got a junk journal topper there. So this is an image from my Spring Birds kit. And then it's got various different laces all layered up. You've got lots of different flowers and ribbons and, yeah, all different kind of elements going on here. And, you know, I would just pop glue all over the back of this and then just, you know, place this straight onto a journal cover. So there's a topper included there. And then you've got this gorgeous envelope pouch. Oops, I've just torn that slightly, so sorry about that. It's not affecting it, it's just a very tiny tiny sort of blemish. But it's stuffed to the brim with things for a junk journal. Now this is, yeah, the outside of the pouch is decorated. This is from my high tea kit, and this is more things from the bee's knees. And then the inside, I think we did a lot of these pieces in a video. I think we did it in the finishing off project little series that I did. And these are all pieces from my Spring Birds kit. And what we did, we've kind of inked them, not inked them, sorry, you know, dabbed them around with gold paint and things like that, and embellished them. So there's some really pretty bits in this. So I'm just going to kind of run you through. So you've got this. Now this being a really big kit, you've probably got enough, I would say, to decorate a whole journal. Obviously it would depend how big your journal is. You know, if it's a massive 5 signature journal, you may find you haven't got enough, but I think you've got enough here to decorate pretty much an entire journal. You know, maybe you would need to kind of add 1 or 2 things, I don't know. But I think it's a huge kit. You've got a lot of things here to incorporate into your journal. I think that opens there as well. Yep. So a little kind of envelope fold out, and all of these images, they're all from the Spring Birds. They're very, very pretty, aren't they? And then you've got, you know, some of my food colour papers and things in there as well. This one here, a kind of reverse opening sort of booklet. A little wax seal down there. Little pocket at the top. This one here, which is just one of those junk journal pockets. And like I say, they're mainly kind of edged with gold paint, so they're really, really pretty. Oh, one of those beautiful flowers there. Obviously this, you know, junk journal envelope. This one here, absolutely love this piece. It's so pretty, isn't it? And I just love the way it is held shut with the butterfly. These are just from my Bright Butterflies. This one here, policy envelope. Obviously just, you know, opens out there. So yeah, lots and lots of different bits and pieces here. I love this envelope. Isn't that just so, not an envelope, sorry, a flip down. Isn't that just so delicate and pretty? Just absolutely love it. This one here, which I think is, yeah, a flip down. Another flip down. That one, another little junk journal pocket. So you just obviously glue that down onto a page. It's got one of my bright bows there. And then a little journal card there with a tab and another one of those beautiful flowers. And both of those flowers have got my little wax, you know, cabochons there that we've made together. We've, you know, I've done a tutorial making those. So yeah, that's the huge kit. So really, really, really pretty kit. And actually I haven't, yeah, I haven't sort of looked at the colours in that for a while, and it's just so pretty, isn't it? There we go. So yep, that's the, whoops, that's the kit. And then like I say, you've got obviously the topper. So, you know, again, you could incorporate that onto the journal. And then you've got this little pouch as well, just containing some kind of bonus items there. And then it's all just secured with the ribbon around there. So that, oh, and I forgot to say, but actually on the pouch as well, you've also got, you've just got a little bow there with some organza ribbon, a little handmade flower, and then a couple of little fabric hand-stitched ruffles. And then here you've just got like a sort of lace embellishment piece. And this is one of those, what did we call these? I think they were like a faux porcelain, yeah, faux porcelain flower embellishment. I can't remember the exact term, but again, I've got a tutorial making those. But yeah, so you've got one of those. You know, that I would recommend obviously for a cover really, because it would bulk out your pages a bit. But just, yeah, if you were kind of wondering what to do with that, that's what, you know, what that would be intended for. And then there's a folio as well. So this one, again, it's bound with just this pretty lavender sort of colour ribbon. And then it just opens out. It's very, oops, opening it upside down. Very pretty, very lacy. So the whole outside, it's made from envelopes, but I've just covered the whole outside just with various laces. And I've just left the lace, to be honest, because I thought actually it looks gorgeous just being all lace. So yeah. And then you've got this pretty flower on here as well. So, and when you open it up, of course, you've got the lace panel there. They become a little bit bent from where it's been folded over, but yeah, shouldn't really be a problem. And then you open it up. Now, there's lots of different things going on in here, so I'm just going to kind of run you through. So here on the opening, you know, side, you've just got, it's like a little scrappy pad, but it's actually attached to the folio itself. So yeah, I can't remember how I attach that now. Just trying to cast my mind back. Right, okay, so it is attached here just with glue at the top of the page. So you've got a little scrappy pad. It's a while since I made it, so it was hard to remember, but it's got a variety. The majority of this is using my not Marabella, my Amaranthine Loveliness kit. So you've got lots of pages from that kit, which is such a pretty kit, and this was the first time I've used it in any kind of large way. But yeah, beautiful papers in lots of teals and purples and things like that. So lots of pages there. You've also got some vintage pages going on in here. You've got some of that craft paper that I sell in my shop in the packs, and you've got some vellum stamp pieces there, and then the large eyelets at the top. Some more vintage document there, and this has all been coffee dyed and things, so it feels lovely and vintage. This is genuine vintage document as well. And then when you lift that up, underneath there you've got a pocket here, and in that, or on that pocket perhaps I should say, you've got a little wraparound, and then you've got, I'll just move this up a bit, a little fold down flap here like that, and then you've also got a pocket here with a little photograph in there. So lots of things going on just on this one section. And then this, whoops, all closes round with the baker's twine. And then also tucked in there were a couple of little pieces like that. So they just tuck in onto that string or baker's twine. And then tucked into this side pocket, so I'm just going to put this down for a moment, you've got here a little kind of envelope-y fold out, so like that. Again, some more of that Amaranthine Loveliness. And then another little sort of flippy piece, again containing some of my food coloured papers and vintage ephemera and things all there, like that. Oops. And that just all goes into the pocket under here. So, you know, to journal on this, you'd obviously have this as, you know, a pad that you'd be able to journal on, and then the other pieces you would obviously, you know, be able to take them out and journal on them. Then you've got a large pocket here. Now, I've not stuffed this with anything, but you've got, you know, a lot of room there, so you could easily put another sort of flippy pad, or, you know, if you had tickets or photographs or something like that, you could easily put something like that in there. So yeah, lots of room there. Then the middle section, there are, oops, 2 envelope pockets. I think that one opens this way. Like I say, I made it, you know, a little while ago, so it's hard to remember, but this little envelope has got, obviously it opens this way, but it's also got a little foldy, oops, a little foldy flap here, like that. This is one of those gorgeous postcards from the Titanic Museum, which, oh my goodness, what a gorgeous image that is. So, you know, I'm assuming that this is an original, well, it's not an original, you know, obviously this reproduction postcard, but I'm assuming that that is a photograph from the actual Titanic. So wasn't it just so opulent and beautiful? So this is food coloured and also coffee dyed paper / card. It's quite thick. But so you've got the 2 flaps like that, and then they close like that. You've just got a little tiny printable there photograph, and then some lace and some bling. Love how this looks. It's just so pretty. And sorry, just to say, this is done like a belly band as well. So you've got a couple of things tucked into there. These are just printables from my shop that are just, you know, vintage photographs. So they just go into there like that. And then on the back here, this is some genuine vintage ephemera, which I've covered the envelope with. So, you know, there's quite a bit of vintage ephemera in here, really. Like that. Again, lace down there. When you turn that over or open that out, you've got obviously the rest of the envelope, and I've just collaged it up. And then tucked into that envelope, so again, this is from the Amaranthine Loveliness papers, and you've just got one of those pockets. We've made these in a mass making, and then I've just stuffed bits into the pocket. So you've got the Amaranthine Loveliness papers mixed in with sheet music. So it's genuine, you know, vintage sheet music and the Amaranthine Loveliness. And then you've got printable photographs there, so they just tuck in to the pockets. Oops, like that. Okay. And then here another postcard from the Titanic Museum. So that one goes in there like that. And then that all tucks in here. So there's quite a bit of journaling space in here. Oops, like that. Okay. And then on this middle section, so kind of on the other side, you've also got an envelope with a policy closure style wraparound. So this envelope opens this way. So that's what I was kind of, you know, saying. You've got the two envelopes. This one opens this way. Again, you've got one of those Titanic Museum pictures on there, or postcards on there. Some of that gorgeous ribbon banner ribbon down there, and then you've just got again another printable photograph there. Again, more of those Amaranthine Loveliness and more of the lovely lilac lace. You've got a flower here. I didn't put a centre on there, and I think because, you know, I actually don't always put centres, but to be honest, I didn't want anything lumpy, although now I'm looking, it probably could have had something lumpy. But yeah, I mean, I don't think it needs a centre. And then open this out. Again, more collaging going on that envelope. Looks really pretty. Lace up there. And then tucked in, you've got another postcard there from the Titanic Museum. I couldn't actually even tell you what that's a photograph of. Maybe your eyesight's better than mine. I really can't tell. Oh, it's the iceberg, I think. Oh, honestly, I thought, what is that? I think it's meant to be the iceberg. But yeah, it's, I think, kind of like, you know, what would have been like maybe in a newspaper or something. So yeah, you've got that postcard. And then here you've got more genuine vintage ephemera. So you've got this little picture here. This, which, yeah, more genuine vintage ephemera, and then this just stamped vellum piece, and then this is just like a little scrappy piece from the Amaranthine Loveliness, and I've just stapled them all in the corner. So quite a nice kind of scrappy feel going on in this folio. I love how this whole folio has kind of come out. It's a really good mix of vintage and, you know, vintage and new, but it feels very vintage. Then you've got another little opening flap here. So you've got here a fold down envelope flip like that. And this is made from some vintage fly sheet. So all of these little spots, you know, age spots, they were on the fly sheet. You know, they're not kind of something that I've done to damage the book page. That's how they were. So yeah, but I just think, you know, that adds to the vintageness of the piece. So that just all folds up like that. And then a printable just popped in there, a vintage postage stamp. And then you open it up, you've got this a piece just from my Junk Journal Basics Kit 1, and it's just forming a little pocket. Oh my goodness, it's such a long time since I've made anything like this. And I just thought, well, actually, this needs something really tiny. And yeah, I thought I would have a little bit of fun. So I just used a very tiny scrap from the Amaranthine Loveliness. And then another one of those teeny little photograph printables. You know, I mean, they don't come like that. I printed them, I think it's like contact sheet size on my printer. And yeah, just then stapled together a couple of kind of pages, you know, to make a little tiny book. Isn't that so cute? So that just goes in there. Lace across the top. Now, I haven't put anything in here because I am not very good at getting into tight spaces like this. So I have left this empty. Obviously you could use this as a pocket. I personally would struggle to, you know, to get things in and out without tearing it. So that's why I've left it empty. You could put, you know, punch a thumb hole in there if you wanted. That would make it more accessible. You know, I just, yeah, didn't want to kind of tear it. So on this, you've got another little envelope flap going this way. Again, this is another printable, and you've got another, yeah, pocket in there. Hasn't currently got anything in there, so I'll just grab this and just put that in there. Another vintage postage stamp, lace and bling, and then here it opens out and you've got another one of those envelopes. It is similar to this one in that it's quite tight, but I can get to this one because it's completely flat. This is on the fold, which made it much more difficult for me to get to. So for this one, I've just popped in again another one of my, you know, vintage photograph printables. And then on here, another vintage photograph printable, and then just a little note card popped in like that. So you've got lots of little pockets and things like that in here. You know, it's really quite an interesting, you know, folio. That folds over there. And then this, of course, sorry, the base of this is, of course, a pocket as well. So a lot of room in there. And you've got, again, another piece from the, you know, Titanic Museum. This, obviously, the captain of the Titanic. And then on the back, a label for my printables. And then this again, the amaranthine loveliness. Doesn't that just look gorgeous? Made a little file folder from it like that. Just popped some lace in one of my vintage ephemera pieces. And then again, took a whole sheet from the amaranthine loveliness. It's coffee dyed. It did get damaged in the coffee dyeing process, you know, in the ironing process and things. Personally, I don't mind that, but I do like to point that out. And then I just took it and literally folded it up like that. And then I just folded this end in just so that it was nice and small to fit into the file folder like that. So, you know, again, more, you know, more roomy journaling kind of space. So that goes in there. That folds over, as does that. And then again, our you know, policy envelope closure wraps around like that. Okay, and then on this, which is the final side, you have got, sorry, I couldn't remember whether that was an opening, but it's not. You have got various different pockets here. So I'm going to take all the things out so that you can actually see kind of properly what's going on. So you've got a roomy pocket here, and then you've got, you know, a roomy pocket here. They're both very large pockets, and that, I think, yeah, is the full depth of the folio. So it's really roomy. And then here you've got a foldy flap. And then, is that a pocket? I think that is a pocket as well. So you could also put something in there. And then another pocket here with another one of those little foldy flips. Again, this is the Amaranthine Loveliness Papers. Isn't that just so pretty? And just fold that up. It's all been coffee dyed. That just goes into there. And then a couple of vintage postage stamps, lace and bling. The flap folds down. And then all these lovely things are obviously tucked into this pocket. So you have got, what is this? Oh, such a long time since I made this. I have to remember, cast my mind back and remember what I've made here. Ah, right. Okay, what is this? I'm saying, right, okay, but I'm still not really remembering what this is. Okay, so this is a little envelope pocket. So we've got an envelope here in the top. So, of course, you could pop in, you know, this vintage photograph printable. Then we've got a little foldy flip attached on the side. This was a little bit blurred when I printed it out, so I do apologise for that. But yeah, I mean, I think it still looks pretty. This is more of that lovely food colour paper that's also been coffee dyed, so it's very grungy looking. Love, love, love how that front piece looks. Doesn't that just look lovely? And then on the back, I've just literally put like some handmade paper on here, like folding out like a little booklet. So collaged up some bits and pieces there. Journaling space there. So I love how this is all just contained. You've got foldy out there, a foldy out here, and then, you know, a nice, oops, nice, oh, if I can actually open it, a nice pocket in there where we put that photograph. So, you know, a lot of journaling space contained just on that one tiny piece, which, you know, just started as a little envelope. So that goes in there. We've got a vintage photograph. No, he doesn't fit in there. So, yeah, we'll just pop him in there as well. We've got this one, which this is a vintage postcard on, you know, on the back. I've just covered the front with some of the Amaranthine Loveliness papers and a couple of vintage postage stamps and some of the lilac lace. So we'll pop that in there. Then this actually is from my collage papers called the Mauve. But I thought, well, colour-wise, this just goes beautifully, doesn't it? And then this is actually from the, I think it's the Opulent Teal papers. And yep, I've just popped that on, I think, as a pocket. Yep, so you could also put something in here. I haven't, but you could. And then it's obviously just a fold out like that. Little label on there, which again, that label just then ties all the colours and brings all the colours back together, doesn't it? The bit of lace there and the blue lace. So, I mean, it, yeah, just kind of complements it all really, really well, doesn't it? So that goes in there. And then you've got also, this is some of that gorgeous vintage document, which, oh my goodness, how lovely is that? It is very damaged. I think that's probably water damage, actually, that's like smudged in the colour. That's how I bought it. Obviously, this is a genuine vintage document. It's very, very old. That's how it came to me. So, you know, much as I did damage that other piece of paper that I pointed out earlier, this one came to me like that. So, yeah, that's just kind of a sign of its age, really. And then just a couple of sheets of coffee dyed paper, a wax seal and a ribbon. And that all just tucks in there. So, yeah, really, really, really lovely little folio there. And, yeah, really, really like how it turned out. Like I say, I hadn't actually looked at it for a while, so it was hard to actually remember, you know, what all the bits were. But I experimented quite a bit, I think, with it in terms of the bits that I've put in. I think there's a few different things that, you know, perhaps I haven't done before. And then the ribbon closure just wraps around, yeah, vertically. Rather than kind of horizontally, which I think looks really, really pretty. So that is the 3, you know, giveaway gifts. So, yep, that's them. Now, the criteria for entering, let me just double check on my calendar. I did check before I came on doing the video, but, you know, just to double check. So, to enter, you have to be a subscriber to my channel, and what I would like you to do is I would like 3 suggestions for other themes that you would like to see in my collection background papers. So you know, if you've ever headed over to my Etsy shop, I've got like Regency papers, I've got like the postal collection, I've got like the French collection, the birds collection, things like that. So, yeah, if you would possibly be able to just say 3 other themes that you would love to see in my collections papers, then that would be fantastic, please. And, yep, just double checking again. I know I literally just checked, but I hate doing these things and then getting the dates wrong. So, the draw will be drawn because I've got my new video schedule and I'm now only uploading on a Tuesday, a Friday and a Sunday. So this video will be drawn on Friday, the 21st of July. Okay, so it's going to run for 7 days and it will be drawn on Friday, the 21st of July. So, yep, good luck, everybody. And, yeah, hope that, you know, you, yep, enjoy, you know, looking at the prizes and things. And yep, thank you again for everybody's amazing support, and yep, good luck. And yeah, obviously well, it's not really a contest, but you know, the giveaway, it's open to everybody. So providing you're over 18, it's open internationally and everything else. So yep, good luck, and I will do the drawing on the 21st. So I will see you in my next video, and thank you so much for watching.